Hello and welcome. My name is Fabrice Rousselot. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Conversation France, a media platform where scholars can write about the news with collaboration with journalists. We partner with the AXA Research Fund with the objective of pushing research and offering a platform for the scholars to write. Today we are going to try to understand what it means to collaborate with the Conversation. The Conversation is actually an international network. We have 11 websites today. It was started in Australia back in 2011. The idea was very simple. Andrew Jaspan, the founder, who is a journalist, had a very simple idea. He decided, why don't we have scholars write instead of having journalists asking scholars what to think? This idea was, as I said, quite simple, but it was unique. And he started this adventure of launching a website, having journalists helping scholars to write for the public, and finding a way of collaborating in a unique way where the stories are published and accessible and people can read them everywhere. What does it mean to work with the Conversation? It means a lot of things. Today, the network works with 95,000 scholars around the world, so it's a big success. We have, as I said, 11 websites. We work in Spanish, in English and in French. And we publish stories all over the world about all kinds of news. We have 6 or 7 sections from international to science and health or education. And this is happening every day. Every website publishes between 10 and 20 stories a day. And we work very, very closely with the scholars. One point I always emphasize, which is very important, is the trust between the scholar, the scientist and the journalist. That's totally instrumental to what we are. There are 2 types of stories in the Conversation. One is about research reacting to the news, and one other type is about news about research. So we start a collaboration at the beginning of the process where we talk to our institutions, we get in touch with scholars, and we discuss stories we want to write. Sometimes we commission stories, sometimes scholars send us stories. What we are about is actually sharing knowledge, offering scholars a platform where they can talk to the public, they can be part of the public debate. And we think it's very important, and we think that's the way forward in terms of establishing a conversation between the citizens, between the scholars and the scientists, and also the political spheres where decisions are made. So what does it mean on a day-to-day basis? I always say, sometimes working one story with the Conversation means a collaboration of 1 day or 2. We commission the story, we discuss the story with a scholar, we discuss the angle, what it's gonna say, what important points have to be made. The scholar works. Some scholars take 1 day or 2 to write a story. Some scholars take 2 days. Some scholars take 2 weeks. But whatever time they take, what's important for us is the discussion we're having about that story, the way we help them. We help them in terms of editing. We tell them, sorry, but this paragraph, honestly, I don't understand it. If I don't understand it, then people are not going to understand it. So we need to work on this. You need to make it more efficient. You need to maybe have simpler words. So that's a collaboration that takes part on a day-to-day basis. The very important point also about the Conversation is we have a back office, meaning a CMS, where actually scholars and journalists work at the same time and can work at the same time on the story. So you can see what the scholar is writing, you can see what the journalist is editing, and that collaboration, as I said, goes on and on and on. This is central to what we do. This collaboration, this trust is absolutely necessary to having a good story at the end. And one very important point as well is no story is published without the validation of the scholar. There's actually a button, in our back office where the scholar says, okay, I'm okay with that story, I'm okay with, with all the writing, I'm okay with the title, I'm okay with the pictures, I'm okay with the caption on the pictures, and I just click validate. And once that story is validated, then we publish it. And it's published the next day or the day after, depending on the calendar, depending on the news. We obviously use social media, but we also use, different things. We use a newsletter, as I said, to show the story, but we also ask institutions to help us. And one very important part of the Conversation is we work under Creative Commons license. Meaning what? Meaning that basically we encourage other media to republish our stories. This is part of what we do. We want the story to have an impact. We want the story to, to be read as much as possible. At the moment, I don't have the exact number, but I think the Conversation Network works with 25 and 600,000 media outlets in the world, meaning that those stories are republished by Le Monde, by The Guardian, by the New York Times, by the Irish Times, by publications all over the world. We call it double impact. We have what we do ourselves to push the story on social media, on the website, in a newsletter. But you also have that story which is republished by the main media. And in terms of audience, it's very important. I mean, what we offer scholars is actually exposure and visibility. And we've seen stories in the Conversation that have been read millions of times. One very good example is a COVID-19 story that came out of Spain, and the piece was about 10 positive news about COVID-19. So we decided to translate it in French and in English. That piece had 25 or 26 million readers all around the world. And those stories travel. They are sometimes republished by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 media outlets around the world, and the impact is obviously maximal. One of the other benefits of having those stories travel so much is we sometimes initiate collaboration between scholars. Scholars that are working on the same issue, they don't know each other. A French scholar with an American one, with a British one, with an Indian one. And they see the publication on the Conversation, and they decide, why would I work with that other scholar from another country? And we actually encourage that at the Conversation. Sometimes we write to those scholars and say, why don't you write a piece together on this, on the impact of COVID, for example, on society? So all of this is part of what we do. This is the way the Conversation works. In our case, with AXA, for example, AXA also helps a lot in terms of pushing the story, of helping those stories, having a life outside of the conversation box. The Conversation is really about sharing knowledge. It's about disseminating knowledge. It's about bridging a gap between the citizens and the scholars. And it's about public debate, really. It's about having a conversation about the big issues of the day. Thank you.